What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, it was mid to late 2020 when we first broke the exciting rumor that Marvel Studios may indeed be rebooting the X-Men animated series from the early 90s. And although it was confirmed last month with minimal details, we only had half of that story correct, because while they are bringing it back, it is much more of a revival or a continuation than a reboot. And this morning, we got that plus a ton more details from the original creators on the series who are now working over at Marvel Studios as co-producers, explaining where they're picking up in the story, when it's coming out, how many episodes it'll be, and the ideology behind this revival at Marvel Studios, leading to the name itself. We're breaking down a ton of brand new details for the very exciting revival of the X-Men 97 series and when it'll start streaming on Disney+. But first, if you could hit the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to stories like today and everything in between. So if you hit the sub button, leave a comment down below, that will automatically enter you for our next PS5 giveaway, which we will easily hit by month's end. Like I said, hit the sub button, comment down below if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so as reported this morning officially by comicbook.com under the headline X-Men 97 producers reveal intel on X-Men the animated series revival from an original interview the day before with Justin Underwood. They reported that the original husband and wife team Eric and Julia Lewald, alongside the original director Larry Houston, are now consulting producers on the animated revival ordered at Disney+. They had a lot to say about the series. This was what they said, quote, "They want it to be an extension of X-Men the animated series. Whoever is going to do the new show is going to make it their own, no matter who is involved. There's a great love and affection and respect from the entire group, though, of people that are doing the show, starting at the top with Beau DeMayo, who's the showrunner." He added, "I believe they're looking at 10 episodes for the first season that's going to come out mid next year, which would be 2023. They're starting it soon after ours ended. Where's Professor X?" Now, for those of you who watched the series as much as I did, you'll probably remember the finale, but if you were just a casual fan, don't remember, or maybe didn't even see the series in the first place, it abruptly left off with Professor X seriously messed up, getting flown off to the Shi'ar Empire, hopefully to get healed, but then we just never got another season for that. 1997, where they left off, hence the name where they're picking up. And this is what the creators had to say. I find this super interesting. Quote, "They could have just said, we're going to do a new show. We have friends that were part of other very successful shows, and when they got rebooted, not a phone call, not a card, not a bit of recognition, just, we're going to do a new show." In this case, they were all nice and respectful enough. We said, hey, it's your show, but we're here if there's a red flag. But we're on for that, or maybe some ideas or things we'd like to see, but really, it's their show. You can tell by the design. It's the same, but slightly modernized. Slightly a bit more beautiful, and 5 times the money spent on it. Not that we're bitter. He also went on to say that Kevin Fiege had allotted a wonderfully huge budget with a lot of thought going into it. He said specifically, quote, "These are real super fans, really respectful super fans of the show, extending the show into new places, and we couldn't have asked for a better setup." They also mentioned during the article, shout out to comicbook.com, because I had not seen this listed anywhere, that original cast members are coming back for Wolverine, Rogue, Beast, Storm, Gambit, Jean Grey, Nightcrawler, and Mr. Sinister, and of course the aforementioned Professor X. Now to recap all of that, it's coming out in 2023. It'll be 10 episodes. It's picking up right where the 97 series left off, and of course it is the same art style but modernized with a much bigger budget. The last question that he did not touch on during this interview, and I'm sure we will all ask as we start watching it, is does it somehow connect to the MCU, as everything Marvel Studios has done up until this point, including the What If series, directly do? I think a lot of those questions will be more easily answered after we see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, if it in any way attempts to answer some of the multiverse questions that we have. I'm assuming that movie is Marvel's opportunity to do it, and they're going to take it. So for an animated series coming out next year, maybe we won't have to ask. That'll already be pre-explained. If you remember, there were other adjacent animated series that sometimes crossed over from Marvel as well. And if you canonize one, it would follow perhaps you canonize all the others. It seems like that's the playbook for Kevin Feige and co over at Disney and Marvel Studios right now, to attempt to canonize all of the Marvel media that came before, which, fingers crossed, maybe we can still see a live-action Lou Ferrigno Hulk in the future of the MCU. Oh man, I did that bit like 4 or 5 times, and that's about the cleanest I got through it, so we're going to leave that in. Lou Ferrigno Hulk, let me know all your thoughts down in the comments. And totally seriously, one of the things the show always seemed to get right that I really hope they nail is that, yeah, the dialogue had a place and the show had a storyline, but they would use their powers a lot. I mean, it's cartoons, like, you know, dialogue, powers. I hope they keep doing that. I hope they're able to retain sort of the pacing of that show, because that's one of the things that they absolutely nailed, and why we loved it so much is that for reasons unknown in a scene, you just have, you know, Jean Grey blasting off for no reason, like not the kind of stuff, you know, you can see when it's live action and huge CGI budget. Let me know your thoughts down below. Okay, quickly, the giveaway stuff. Guys, we are rapidly approaching the 940,000 PlayStation 5 giveaway winner. Hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That automatically enters you for all the giveaways. I want to weigh in quickly for the scammer who was on yesterday's video, commenting from a YouTube channel called WhatsApp Me with a phone number, with 1 subscriber, and he just reused my photo. A lot of you messaged me, is this real? If you have to message and ask if it's real, it obviously wasn't. All you had to do was see that the name of that account was WhatsApp Me. All he was doing was using my icon. Don't feel bad if you had to ask. That's the whole reason they do that, you know. But guys, I announce winners at the end of the video. I use the same program that other people use called YouTube Comment Picker, and it can show the date that I picked that winner on. It keeps it fair, it keeps it even. I announce them at the end of the video, and then I have a verification system where I verify who you are to make sure that that's the real account, and then get it out to you. We've given away so many PlayStations. We're going to continue to give them away. We have another comic book giveaway coming up tomorrow. Again, all the same rules always apply. Hit the sub button, leave a comment down below, because it's truly random. The more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name All Fires. I have one more favor to ask, and it's specifically of you if you're still listening in the 7-minute and 24-second mark of this video. The song you're hearing in the background that I'm about to bump up the volume on went viral. I released 5 singles under the name All Fires. I've promoted them here at the channel lightly, but one of them, this song here that I released in summer of last year, it's not quite a year old yet, has gone mega viral on Spotify. If you want to help me out as an artist without having to spend any money, the Spotify algorithm really likes people who go over. I'm going to leave a link down to this song on Spotify in the comments pinned and in the description. If you're just feeling it and you want to help me out, because it's going viral, the more people that go click on it from YouTube is going to tell Spotify's algorithm to keep pushing it. And I've actually never had a song do these kind of numbers this fast. It's out of control. So thank you if you already have. And if you haven't and you want to help a boy out, that's what you do. I love you guys. See you in the next one.